How everybody doing? It's another episode of Hot Hands. And my name is Relly. You got Tez over there. How you doing, Tez? And you got Jordan from CHB. How you feeling?
Yeah, good. What's going on? Good to be back.
It's great, man. We got a lot of topics to talk about, but I feel like it is dope for us to start off with the rookies, right? So right now, you've seen a little bit of the Summer League. You've seen the draft. You've seen this. Who are you believing is going to win the Rookie of the Year this season?
Hey, Tez, you want to go first or you want me to take the floor?
That one is so split for me because I really have two prime candidates, but I'll go ahead and start it off. I think it's obvious that Victor is got to be up there to at least be in discussion. I mean, freak of nature, great defensive player, got an offensive bag, but I'm honestly high on Chet Holmgren. Now, bro had a good college season. I think he could have been used a little bit differently. I think in the NBA they'll know how to use him even better. And with Shea over there, he not gonna get a lot of double teams, a lot of defensive focus. It's a lot of little things for both players, but they're kind of a similar player for me. So I really, out of the rest of the class, those two are kind of high on my list. But yeah, we got a nice young crop here. I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say now.
How you feeling, Jordan?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of in agreement. Like, I think Chet he's got a whole nother year on a couple of these guys. It's almost like that Ben Simmons thing. Like, everyone likes to joke that, Ben Simmons, he was he wasn't a rookie, but it's kind of very similar with Chet right now. Chet is in that situation where it's his second season. Although he's had a whole injury, he's had a full extra NBA preseason on so many of these guys, and he already knows what's going on. He's again already been balling out in summer league. It's almost like this guy, if he can mesh well with a bunch of the OKC players, you still think he'll be used as another big option alongside SGA and Josh Giddey. So I genuinely believe he probably will, if injuries don't happen, again, I think Chet will be in very good contention to win that Rookie of the Year. And if I had to bet some money, it'd probably be on him.
Yeah, definitely.
So even with all that, right? I know y'all got high regards for Chet, and y'all do believe that 1 year of experience that he got over Victor Wembanyama will come into play. But do that mean that Chet would be the better player?
Not necessarily. Jordan, you want to go first on that one?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Victor will probably be the better player long term, but in the first season, I mean, we really don't know how it is. One thing that Victor's definitely got on his side is, I guess, there's not many players who are going to score the ball over him on that San Antonio Spurs team.
Yeah.
Like, at this rate, he's got to contend with Trey Jones, Reggie Bullock, and Jetty Osman. So I could definitely see him coming in and scoring quite a bit, and he could come away with that Rookie of the Year. The other one, again, we got Scoot from the Portland Trailblazers as well. Like, I think everyone's just forgot that Damian Lillard is, at this rate, he won't be a Trailblazer most likely next season. So Scoot, again, he's going to have Anthony Simons there and whatnot, but he'll be a very predominant ball handler on that team. And I think, yeah, he's another guy to watch out for. But I think Victor, he probably will be the better player long term, and he could be for this season, but I don't know, Chet could definitely go away with that Rookie of the Year, and I just feel like, again, he's got that more experience at the moment. He's had an extra off season, and he was balling out consistently in the Summer League.
It's kind of funny for me because honestly, I do agree with y'all that 1 year of experience do make a difference. I mean, when we think about that Ben Simmons over that Donovan Mitchell Rookie of the Year race, that did play a factor. You've seen it with Blake Griffin when he got Rookie of the Year over John Wall. Like, we've seen it countless amount of times. But honestly, I think Victor Wembanyama is a dog, man. I think Victor Wembanyama, not only is he the better player, I think he is going to win Rookie of the Year. I think when you factor in what he's doing defensively and offensively, like, look at that. Like, the dude is fading away, and there's nothing they can do about that.
Crazy.
Like, the whole season, he's going to be like, I think the only matches where you're gonna see maybe he gets some pushback is when he plays the top tier like Giannis, Joel Embiid, or maybe an Anthony Davis. But if he shows any flashes where he can check them and then kill them on the other end, I don't know, man. I don't know if Chet really got it in him to be better than Victor.
See, it's just so interesting because even with that 1 year experience for Chet, I mean, Victor has been playing professional basketball overseas. I mean, we can't just like act like he hasn't been at least playing some tier of competition within the last season as well. Now, I don't know how much that's going to be put him over, you know, because, I mean, we saw Luka come over here and he just was he was just dancing on everybody. I mean, not to say that Victor's going to be Luka, but at the same time, I mean, we have seen it from players from overseas. So, I mean, it's just going to be real interesting. The man definitely has a bag. I mean, 7'6", moving like that. I mean, he dribbles the ball well. I mean, he blocks shots on the other end. Like, it's just exciting. I'm really stoked to see. Because the one thing I do give Chet, I mean, Chet is a good shooter, and not just a good. You might even say great. I mean, he shot like 50% in the conference for regular season. I mean, he has the tools, and I mean, he's not no small guy either, at least in terms of height. So I mean, he's going to be blocking shots and playing over smaller defenders. And with the space of the NBA, I think that pick and roll with Shea is going to be crazy.
So then, with Chet, you got not Chet. You got Victor Wembanyama, you got Scoot, you got Brandon Miller, you got Emoni Bates. You got a lot of people in this draft. Yeah. Do you think this draft right here is going to produce the new face of the league?
Very, very well could. I mean, I feel like out of the most recent years, this is one of the highest chances of producing a new face for sure. You can go ahead, Jordan, though.
Yeah, no, multiple. You can literally see multiple players coming out of this draft and being like the face of the league. I mean, Wembanyama straight away strikes me as the guy who, in only a couple years, the NBA will have posted absolutely everywhere. Scoot Henderson, I mean, Portland, he's probably already the face of the Portland Trailblazers at this rate. Like, especially if Dame gets traded, you've already got him a face of a franchise. And there's so many guys like, Relly, you touched on Emoni Bates earlier. Like, if he does what we think he could do with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he's another guy who, hopefully, for us Cavs fans, could be a part of a potential championship team. And, again, that means his face would be everywhere. You've got all of these guys who I think could definitely do it. And we say it every year, but I think more than most, this draft, I think definitely has. And even guys like Brandon Miller, we didn't even mention, like, who knows how good he could be on the Charlotte Hornets. So, I don't know. Really, I'm interested to see who you've got as if you think a bunch of these dudes will be the face.
To be honest, I think the closest one to that would be Victor or Scoot. I think you nailed it because Scoot is going to have one of the best circumstances as a rookie player. Like, he literally is going to have the ultimate green light. It's very hard for a player with that type of circumstance not to, like, and he's explosive. Portland likes that type of shoot. If he can just be as half of what Dame is, he's gonna be successful. He's gonna be a star in that market, right? But at the same time, when you say is this draft class gonna produce the face of the league, I'm not sure, right? Because you got last year, who was it? Chet. You had Jabari Smith, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody who was really and Ben Chiro, right? Yeah. Then you had the draft class of Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. I know they're having their little circumstances, but even with them having trouble, they still got a lot of clout around the league, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think you got that Zion class that might end up having more strength, but I think if it's gonna be somebody in this draft class that's gonna be the face, it might mess around and be Victor Wembanyama, a 7'4" center who's moving like a guard, who's fading away, who's shooting the ball, you can put him at small forward, you can put him at the power forward. You borderline could put him at the 2 and just say, why not? That might go crazy.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, for sure.
I'm about to say, y'all got any pushbacks? Like, how do y'all really think, like, I know this, like, is there any other draft class y'all truly think, like, maybe it might be a little pushback, or y'all think this might be the one?
Well, I mean, the one that had LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
You got two
Yeah.
incredible players that come out of that draft. The issue is both of those franchises has mishandled those players so much and mishandled a bunch of the players they've had previously, where it's like no one really cares anymore. And you got the Zion one. I mean, right now the only time I ever see Zion come on my Instagram is literally Mariah Mills, you know. So
Yeah.
John Morant, like, he's on the Australian news for not the good things. I can tell you that. So you feel like this class could do it. It could have, you know, Scoot Henderson and Victor, but yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen. Victor's already had his injury issues before, and we know Scoot Henderson, he's playing for Portland, and no disrespect to Portland, but who knows how they're going to handle him. We just hope they don't do a similar thing to what Minnesota's done with Ant and Charlotte's done with LaMelo. So it could honestly come up to the franchises as well and how these players are used, marketed, all of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got anything else for that one?
Yeah, no, I mean, along with what Jordan was saying, I mean, Victor's in the best spot when we talk about, you know, franchises too. So, I mean, even though it's San Antonio, I mean, we saw how Tim Duncan was treated. I mean, he got his due shine. So I think Pop will get him right. I think the Spurs franchise will take care of him, and you know, which is why I'm also, when you talk about health, I think he's probably going to be way better than maybe if he was on another bad franchise, just because of the fact, you know, San Antonio takes care of his players. So
Yeah.